Out here, in the world's most unforgiving environment, survival is a daily battle. It's not about choice, it's about necessity. You're pushed to your absolute limits, where one wrong move, one moment of hesitation can mean the difference between life and death. The air is thin, the ground unstable, and your heart pounds on your chest, a constant drumbeat against the silence of the wild. This is where humanity's raw, unbreakable spirit is forged. It's about facing down the impossible, not for glory, but simply to see another sunrise. Every step is a testament to resilience, a fight against the overwhelming power of nature itself. Look at this. A sheer cliff face, a drop of thousands of feet into nothingness, and a path so narrow it barely exists. Would you drive this? Most would say no, it's madness, but for some, this isn't a choice, it's a community. This is their journey to school, their trip to the market, their road home. Every single day they face down this terrifying reality. They've learned to read the road, to feel the vibrations through the wheels, to listen to the whispers of the wind that could signal a coming landslide. This isn't just a road, it's a living, breathing monster, and they dance with it daily. This isn't an adventure park or a thrill seeker's challenge. This is a lifeline. This narrow ribbon of dirt and gravel clinging desperately to the side of a mountain is what connects entire communities to the outside world. It's the artery that pumps in food, medicine and supplies. It's the vein that carries out their goods, their hopes, their very future. Without this perilous path, they would be utterly isolated, cut off from everything they need to survive. The danger is immense, the risks astronomical, but the alternative, being completely stranded, is even more unthinkable. So we're going on a journey. We're going to travel to the planet's most treacherous, most intimidating, and most essential roads. We'll meet the incredible people who brave these paths, not for a rush of adrenaline, but for their families, their communities, their very existence. This is a story of human courage, of ingenuity in the face of overwhelming odds, and of the unbreakable will to survive. You need to be prepared, stay focused, and have your wits about you, because out here the road itself is the ultimate predator. Let's go. We have arrived in the Yungas region of Bolivia. The air here hangs heavy and humid. Our destination is the infamous North Yungas Road, also known as El Camino de la Muerte, the Death Road. It has earned its name time and time again. It's a brutal 43-mile scar carved into the face of the mountains. The road plummets nearly 12,000 feet. The other side, nothing. A sheer, unforgiving drop of up to 2,000 feet straight down. The road is barely wide enough for a single vehicle, yet somehow traffic flows in both directions. They are the local farmers, the traders, the lifeblood of this region. For them, the death road is their school run. It's a brutal, humbling reality. This road demands respect. Out here on the death road, necessity dictates a unique set of rules. Drive on the left, positioning the driver for the best view of the wheels near the cliff edge. The weather is relentless. Sunlight turns to fog in moments. Torrential rain transforms the road to treacherous mud, triggering landslides. Uphill traffic has the right of way. Downhill drivers must reverse, often near the abyss. Despite a safer bypass, the death road remains vital for locals. It's a brutal, beautiful, deadly lifeline. In China's Daihang Mountains, the village of Guliang was once isolated, accessible only by a treacherous staircase. The villagers were trapped, held hostage by the mountain. After their requests for help were denied, they decided to carve their own road. In 1972, led by the chief, they began carving a 1.2-kilometer tunnel through solid rock with hand tools. 13 villagers worked in dangerous conditions, with some losing their lives. Driven by the hope for a better future, they persevered, carving not just a tunnel, but their legacy in stone. It took 5 arduous years of sweat and sacrifice. In 1977, the villagers broke through, carving their own road to freedom. The Guliang Tunnel Road is a raw, organic corridor that twists and turns more like a cave than a tunnel. The striking windows, originally for rubble removal, now provide light and terrifyingly beautiful views. Driving through is a surreal experience of claustrophobic darkness and sudden light. And today the road is a vital link, bringing income and serving its original purpose as a lifeline for the villagers. The tunnel has transformed their existence. It is the embodiment of their will and refusal to accept their fate. Yet, the danger remains. Driving this road is an act of remembrance, a monument to human resilience. Right, listen up. We're heading high into the Himalayas to the Zojila Pass in India. It's a frozen artery, a vital lifeline carved through unforgiving mountain terrain. At over 11,500 feet, every meter of this track is a test of will. Sheer drops and a wall of solid rock and ice. For remote communities, it's their only link to the outside world. The determination to keep this pass open is a testament to human resilience. Avalanches are a constant, terrifying threat. The drivers who pilot their heavy-laden trucks along this icy road are true heroes. They are the unsung warriors of the Himalayas. When the weather turns here, it turns with a vengeance. A clear day can transform into a blinding whiteout in a matter of minutes. Visibility drops to absolute zero. You can't see the road ahead, you can't see the edge of the cliff, you can't even see the front of your own vehicle. All you have is your instinct and the memory of the road burned into your mind. Imagine being suspended between heaven and earth, completely blind with a 1,000-foot drop just inches away. This is the ultimate test of nerve, a psychological battle where panic is your deadliest enemy. The vehicles themselves take an incredible beating. The extreme cold wreaks havoc on engines, freezes fuel lines, and makes metal brittle and fragile. A mechanical failure up here isn't just an inconvenience, it can be a death sentence. There's no roadside assistance, no recovery service. You are utterly on your own. If your truck breaks down, you have to have the skills and the grit to fix it yourself, with numb fingers and dwindling supplies, while the temperature plummets around you. It's a raw display of self-reliance, a skill that is essential for survival in the wild. But it's the people who are the heart of this story. The soldiers maintaining the pass, the truck drivers hauling essential goods, the local families making a perilous journey to see loved ones. For them, this road is not a choice, it's a necessity. It represents hope, connection, and the refusal to be defeated by geography. They face these dangers not for thrills, but for survival, for their families, for their communities. Their bravery isn't loud or boastful. It's a quiet, steadfast resolve that you see in their eyes, a determination to keep moving forward, no matter what the mountain throws at them. So, while we might look at the Zojila Pass and see only danger, they see a lifeline. It's a powerful reminder that what one person considers an extreme environment, another calls home. It's a story of human adaptation, of communities forging an existence on the very edge of what's possible. Their daily journeys are a constant, humbling display of courage, a fight for life waged on one of the highest and most dangerous battlegrounds on earth. And they wouldn't have it any other way. This is their life, and they live it with a strength that is truly awe-inspiring. Be heading to the vast frozen wilderness of Alaska. This is the James W. Dalton Highway, a 414-mile stretch of unforgiving road. Out here, you are a tiny speck in an immense empty landscape. Just you, your truck, and the brutal, beautiful wilderness. This is a lifeline for the oil fields of Prudhoe Bay, and the truckers who drive it are a special breed. The cold here seeps into your bone. They're modern-day pioneers, pushing through extreme conditions. Their trucks are their life support systems against a relentless Arctic winter. They are the lifeblood of Alaska's oil industry. They are navigating a world where nature is firmly in charge. The psychological challenge of the Dalton is immense. The isolation can play tricks on your mind. You have to stay sharp, because the moment you let your guard down is the moment the Arctic will strike. Help is a long way away. There's no mobile phone service for most of the route. Your only connection is a CB radio, a lifeline to the community of drivers who share this road. You never leave your fellow trucker stranded. And let's not forget the wildlife. This is their territory. we are just visitors. Giant moose can wander onto the road without warning. These drivers share the wilderness with some of North America's most formidable creatures. Every journey completed on the Dalton Highway is a victory against the cold, against the isolation, and against the immense power of the Alaskan wilderness. Alright, now for something completely different. We're heading down under to the stunning, dramatic landscapes of New Zealand. But don't let the beauty fool you. Hidden in the mountains near Queenstown is a road so dangerous, so notoriously difficult, that many rental car companies explicitly forbid you from even attempting to drive it. This is Skipper's Canyon Road. It was carved out of the sheer face of a cliff by gold miners over 140 years ago, using nothing more than hand drills, picks, and dynamite. Their grit and desperation are etched into every terrifying, narrow turn. This road is an incredible feat of engineering, but it was built for horses and carts, not for modern vehicles. It's incredibly narrow, barely wide enough for a single car in most places. If you meet another vehicle coming the other way, one of you has to reverse, sometimes for hundreds of meters, along a crumbling cliff edge with a sheer, heart-stopping drop into the Shotover River below. There are no guardrails, no safety features, just a loose gravel surface that can give way at any moment. Your miners who built this were chasing a dream of gold, risking everything for a chance at fortune. And that legacy of risk-taking continues today. The road is still used by the few locals who live in the isolated canyon, by adventure tourism companies taking thrill seekers on jet boat rides and bungee jumps, and by those who simply want to test their nerve against one of the world's most infamous roads. Every journey is a gamble, a roll of the dice against gravity and the fragile integrity of this historic hand-carved track. Driving here requires absolute undivided concentration. You have to anticipate what's around the next blind corner, listen for the sound of an approaching engine, and be prepared to put your vehicle into reverse at a moment's notice. The views are breathtaking, with majestic mountains and the turquoise river far below, but you can afford to be distracted by them. One glance away from the road at the wrong time could be your last. It's a raw, visceral driving experience that connects you directly to the history and the danger of this incredible place. The challenges of Skipper's Canyon Road are relentless. It's not just the narrowness or the drops, it's the constant twists and turns, the steep inclines and declines that push your vehicle's suspension and brakes to their absolute limit. The surface is loose schist rock which can be as slippery as ice, especially after rain. A sudden rockfall from the cliff above is a constant possibility, a reminder that this mountain is still alive and constantly changing. You are not in control here, you are a guest, and the mountain can revoke its hospitality at any time. The people who use this road regularly develop an intimate knowledge of it. They know every corner, every dip, every place where the gravel is a little looser. They are part of a small community that relies on this perilous link to the outside world. For them, it's not about the thrill. It's just the way home. Their daily commute is an adventure that most people wouldn't dare to undertake once in a lifetime. It shows an incredible level of adaptation and a quiet courage that is truly humbling. They have learned to live and work in harmony with the danger. This road is a living piece of history. It tells a story of human ambition, of the desperate search for wealth in a wild and untamed land. The remnants of the gold rush are still visible. Old miners' huts, abandoned machinery, tunnels dug into the rock. Driving this road feels like traveling back in time to an era when survival depended on raw courage and the willingness to face down incredible odds. It's a powerful reminder of the hardships that people will endure in the pursuit of a better life. A dream of gold buried deep within the mountain. So, while Skipper's Canyon Road is undeniably dangerous, it's also a place of incredible beauty and profound history. It's a testament to the pioneers who carved it from the rock and to the people who continue to travel it today. They are not reckless, they are resilient. They understand the risks and they respect the environment. They are continuing a legacy of survival, dicing on the cliff's edge every day, proving that even the most treacherous paths can lead to a place that people are proud to call home. It's a stunning example of the enduring human spirit. We're heading to the Karakoram mountain range, straddling Pakistan and China. This isn't just a road, it's a monument carved into the roof of the world. The Karakoram Highway, the eighth wonder of the world, snakes through unforgiving terrain. The air is thin, the weather brutal, and the mountains constantly shed rock and ice. This highway is a lifeline connecting remote communities of northern Pakistan with the world. Now, this road brings in supplies, medicine and opportunity, but this connection comes at a tremendous cost. Imagine being a truck driver here, navigating a path barely wider than your truck, with a sheer drop just inches from your wheels. This requires skill, courage, and an intimate understanding of the mountain's volatile moods. For the people who live along this route, it represents both life and death. They live with the constant awareness that the very thing that sustains them could also take everything away. The greatest threats on the Karakoram Highway are the landslides and rockfalls. The geology here is honestly incredibly unstable. These are young mountains, still growing, still shifting. Heavy rains during the monsoon season or the rapid melting of snow in spring can saturate the soil, turning entire mountainsides into a torrent of mud and rock. A road that was clear just hours before can vanish without a trace, leaving travelers stranded for days, sometimes even weeks, caught between impassable blockades. Survival in these situations depends on your wits, your resources, and your ability to endure. When the road is blocked, the communities here don't just sit and wait. They improvise, adapt, overcome. Local engineers and work crews are on constant standby, ready to face the mountain's fury. Armed with heavy machinery and sheer determination, they work tirelessly to clear the debris, often in perilous conditions. It's a relentless cycle of destruction and reconstruction. The mountain throws its worst at them and they push right back. This isn't just a job, it's a battle to keep the world connected, to keep the lifeline open against all odds. Their resilience is truly staggering. For travelers, being caught by a landslide is terrifying. You're trapped in one of the most remote places on Earth, with limited supplies and no communication with the outside world. The temperature can plummet at night, and shelter might be nothing more than your vehicle. It's a true test of mental fortitude. You have to ration your food and water, stay calm, and trust that help is on its way. In these moments, strangers become allies, sharing what little they have and offering support. The shared adversity forges a powerful bond, a community born from crisis in the shadow of the peaks. Despite these immense dangers, the Karakoram Highway remains a vital artery of commerce and culture. It's a modern-day Silk Road, facilitating trade between Pakistan and China and fostering a unique blend of cultures along its path. It also draws adventurers and thrill seekers from across the globe, eager to witness its raw beauty and test their own limits. The journey is a pilgrimage through breathtaking landscapes, but it's also a humbling reminder of nature's awesome power and the incredible courage of the people who call this formidable wilderness their home. They don't just survive here, they thrive. We travel to Turkey's Pontic Mountains, home to the Beber D915, a road so terrifying it's like a scar etched into the mountain. Built a century ago, it climbs to nearly 8,000 feet with no guardrails. Infamous for its 29 hairpin bends, the road connects remote villages to Beber. Every trip is a risk against gravity. A moment's distraction can be fatal. Fog and winter weather add extreme danger. Meeting another vehicle requires tense negotiation and cooperation. It's a dance with death, demanding skill and nerves of steel. Passing the D915 is simply not an option. For the families living in the scattered villages throughout these mountains, this road is their entire world. It's their connection to everything they need to survive. It's how they get flowers, salt, fuel, and medicine. It's the path to opportunity for their children. To close it would be to condemn these communities to complete isolation and economic ruin, forcing them to abandon the lands their families have farmed for generations, so they continue to use it, accepting the daily risks as a fundamental part of life in the mountains. The resilience of the people here is etched onto their faces, as deep as the ravines that flank the road. They are masters of making do. When a part of the road washes out after a storm, they don't wait for official crews. The villagers come together with shovels and pickaxes, working as one to repair the damage. They clear fallen rocks by hand and show up crumbling edges with whatever materials they can find. This road belongs to them, and they are its tireless custodians. Their spirit is as tough and unyielding as the mountains they inhabit. Think about the psychological toll of living with this constant threat. Every time a family member leaves, there is a knot of anxiety until they return safely. The sound of an approaching engine is a cause for both relief and yet they endure. They find joy and build strong communities in the face of this adversity. They celebrate weddings, raise children, and mourn losses, all under the shadow of the dragon's back, as the road is sometimes called. Their courage isn't loud or boastful. It's a quiet, steady resolve woven into the fabric of their daily existence. This road is a stark reminder that progress and safety are luxuries not afforded to everyone. While we may look at the D915 and see only danger, the people who depend on it see a lifeline. It's a testament to the human world to persevere, to build a life and find a home in the most challenging environments on Earth. It challenges our perception of risk and reward. For them, the reward of staying connected to their homes, their history, and each other is worth the terrifying price of admission that the D915 demands every single day. We have traveled the globe, from Alaska to the Himalayas, witnessing roads that defy belief. We have seen the death road in Bolivia and the treacherous mountain passes of India, Pakistan, and Turkey. These roads are arteries of survival for the communities they serve. For millions, they are simply the way home. These roads aren't just about danger. They are about the incredible strength of the human spirit. We've seen ordinary people display extraordinary courage. Their resilience is the most powerful force of all. So, would you dare to travel these roads? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel for more adventures. Until next time, stay curious and stay brave.